Shashi Tharoor has always known how to walk the fine line between charm and provocation. But his fulsome praise of the Prime Minister today is not a fine line at all. It is an open embrace, and it is a leap that tells us that Tharoor, who has been flirting with danger for months with his friendly public dalliance with the BJP and with the Prime Minister in particular, has now been fully emboldened by the Bihar verdict to turn polite flirtation into effusive and openly admiring praise. What makes this even more striking is the context. The Prime Minister's speech yesterday at the Ramnath Goenka lecture was packed with hard attacks on Tharoor's party, the Congress, including on the incendiary subject of Naxal terror, a subject often turned into a political hammer. Yet, Shashi Tharoor did not choose caution, he chose gratitude. He said he was grateful to be in the audience for that speech, and while he wasn't specifically endorsing the attacks, he was applauding a speech that included several assaults on his own party's record on national security. In political language, those are not words but signals, and they read almost like a challenge to the Congress leadership to take their shot. Here I am. So far, the Congress has refused to give Shashi Tharoor what many believe he is quietly hoping for ahead of the Kerala election next year: the chance to play the injured martyr, punished by the grand old party for daring to project a nation-first stance rather than sink into the morass of Rahul Gandhi's brand of negativism. Tharoor's recent actions, whether accidental or intentional, are now part of a larger symphony of tremors that are shaking the Congress from the inside out. Remember, even before the Bihar verdict, the Prime Minister himself had confidently predicted that the Congress was headed for a split. Whether or not a split happens, it is clear the Congress is struggling to carry the contradictions of a stubborn leader who refuses to look beyond a disconnected coterie and a party that still commands an unignorable 20% of the national vote. A party that remains indispensable to any non-BJP alternative. Now, with the gloom of defeat hanging over it and leadership at its weakest point in years, the Congress is facing open defiance. Leader after leader is stepping out of a culture that has long rewarded fawning sycophancy. They are challenging decisions made in the last few weeks. Some are even testing how far they can walk before the High Command reacts. The country now watches a grand old party under enormous pressure. Does it snap under the strain of competing ambitions and old resentments? Does it finally split as the Prime Minister predicted? Or can the Congress somehow remain united long enough to fight and lead the opposition?